What's up guys, it's Carter Kid, and today I'm going to be comparing the WRM 2021 and the X-Man Tornado V2. Let's get into it. Now I'm making this comparison because on paper, these two cubes are very similar and people might not know which one to get out of these two, and that's the question I'm here to answer today. Now the reason these two are similar on paper is because they have these similar traits. One is they have a dual adjustment system and adjustable magnets. Another similarity is that they're both reiterations of hashed cubes, and the final one is they're at a very similar price point. Now I'm going to be comparing these cubes in a couple of categories. I'm going to be comparing each of these cubes' specs, their customization features, the feel of each of these cubes, and finally the performance. Now starting out with specs, the WRM 2021 comes in a light version and a standard version. The light version is $22.99 on thecubicle.com, but less if you use code KTK, and the stock version is $26.99. The light version is pretty much the same as the stock version, except it comes with less accessories. However, the cube's performance does not change. It's 55mm and 78 grams, and is much cheaper than last year's model of the WRM. Now moving on to basic specs about the X-Man Tornado V2, this puzzle only comes in one version, which is $24.99 on thecubicle.com. It is also 55mm, and it is 72 grams. So here's what each competitor is offering. So for me, the WRM 2021 wins in price because it has the light version, and you're not missing out on much if you get the light version, and it's $2 less than the Tornado. The Tornado is 6 grams lighter, so the Tornado is going to win in weight. So right now they're all tied up, so what's a tiebreaker? How about this? Let's compare the durability of these cubes. I'm going to throw both of these cubes at a wall and see how they both do. Alright, let's do it. Well that didn't work. Let's fix this. Much better. Now another way I can compare these two that isn't really specs but it's about these cubes is the packaging. Let's start out with the Tornado V2's packaging. Now the Tornado V2 comes in a really nice box that reminds me of GAN cubes, and it has an accessory box with tensioning tools and pamphlets. The cube also comes in this really nice box that has a really cool design on it, and I really like the Tornado V2's packaging. Now since I have the light version of the WRM 2021, I can't really show the packaging of this cube, but my friend M Cubes is allowing me to use his footage in this video, so make sure to go check his channel out in the original video. Now the WRM 2021's packaging also has features like a GAN cube. You can see the cube as well as the name plastered all over the box, but the problem is with this packaging is it comes with a lot of unnecessary accessories. For example, an extra core and extra magnets, which you won't really need. So yeah, this is why I like the Tornado V2's packaging a bit more. It's because you have stuff you'll actually use in it. So that means we have a winner. Woo, the Tornado V2, we have a winner. The winner of the specs category. We have a couple more categories to go through. Hey guys, I'm back. New music. Now we're going to be comparing the customization features of these cubes. Both of these cubes feature a dual adjustment system and 5 different magnet combinations, so let's see which one is better. Okay, so let's go over the customization features. Let's start out with the Tornado V2's tensioning system. So in the box it comes with the screwdrivers with a bunch of different modes, but you're just gonna need for the tensioning system the one that sort of looks like a whale's tail. And so as you can see, there's a number right here. Right now it's on 3. That will determine the spring compression, and to change the spring compression, all you do is turn counterclockwise like this, and now you can see it's on the number 4. And you can do it all the way around. As you can see right now it's on number 5 until you get to your desired setting, and now it's back to number 3. And for tension, as you can see, there are these little notches in the centers, and the number that's facing towards the notch is the number that the tension is. So as you can see right now it's on 2. I don't know if you can see because it's really close up, but right now it's on 2. And to adjust the tension, you turn clockwise with the tool, and as you can see now it is turning, and now it's on the number 4 like that, and then you just turn it when you get to your desired tension. I think this system is really cool since you can have even tensions on all sides, and I really like it. Now let's get on to the WRM's tensioning system. I love the WRM's tensioning system because of its simplicity. It's just a screw and spring as well as the dual adjustment system. With the dual adjustment system, you already know how this works. You just use the dual adjustment tool, and there are 9 clicks I believe, and you just click it until you get to your desired setting. And the screw is just standard tensioning, and I really like it because of its simplicity. simplicity. You don't need a bunch of extra tools. All you need is a screwdriver and possibly the dual adjustment tool. I'm able to twist the spring compression without the tool, but that's just me. So yeah, I really like the simplicity of this tensioning system. Now let's get into the magnet customization. Starting out with the WRM 2021, the cube comes with a bunch of these sword thingies, and it comes with a bunch in one bag. It also comes with this empty screwdriver where you're supposed to put the sword thingies, and it creates this pretty cool customization tool. As you can see, here is the magnet capsule, and I don't know if you can see this, but there are 5 settings, and essentially you just take the sword and you twist it around until you get to your desired setting. There are 5 settings, so I think this can suit any cuber's magnet preferences, and the unfortunate thing is you do have to change the magnets on both sides of an edge piece. You can't just do it once and you'll be done for that edge. You have to do it twice, but that's not too much of a hassle. Now, I like this system because if I lose one of the sword thingies, there are a bunch left, so I'll be covered. And there are a bunch of settings. All the cubes I have with customizable magnets have either 2 settings or 3 settings. And it's cool to see 5 settings, which actually happens to be on both of these cubes, which is awesome to see. Now, moving on to the tornado, you have to use another one of the tools that comes with the screwdriver. It's the one that has the flat end, and it's pretty much the same as the WRM 2021's customization system. You just take the flat end and stick it in the line right here, and you just twist it around until you get to the setting you want. And unfortunately, like on the WRM, you do have to adjust both sides of the edge. However, I don't find this as much of a hassle. Now, which system do I find better? Although the magnet systems are identical, I find the WRM 2021's a tiny bit better. Although you can see the markings on the tornado a tiny bit better, the WRM 2021's, if you lose this piece of the WRM 2021, you're covered because there are a bunch left in the box, even if you got the light version. However, if you lose this tool, you're not going to be able to change the magnets of the tornado, which is why I think the WRM 2021's customization system is better. Something cool that I really like about the WRM 2021's magnets is when you're turning it, you can go in a full circle. Whereas in the Tornado V2, if you're going to a stronger setting, but you just want it to go weaker, you have to turn it back instead of going in a full circle, which is something cooler that you can do on the WRM 2021, which makes its magnet system much better. And the same goes for the tensioning system. It's just much simpler. And again, if you lose the tool for the Tornado V2, you're kinda screwed. So the point is going to the WRM 2021 for customization. We're all tied up, folks. 1-1. Okay, let's move on to part 3, feel. Now, the Tornado V2 has a really fast and smooth feel. However, it does experience some minor lockups. This cube can be a bit unstable at times. However, in my case, I got the Cuber's Home version, which means it has core magnets, and I really like the Cuber's Home stable feel. However, when I tried the stock Tornado, it had much more lockups and it wasn't as stable, so I'm going to be basing my opinions off of that. However, with some setup and some customization, you can bring this cube to a much more stable feel, but it still keeps its smooth and glidey feel. Now, the WRM 2021 is similar in the sense that it is really fast and really smooth. However, it's not like the Tornado V2 where it's really glidey. I don't really know how to explain it. Tornado V2, it feels like the pieces are effortlessly turning, and it feels really smooth and glidey. However, for the WRM 2021, it feels a bit heavier and a bit more stable. The WRM 2021 is definitely more stable than the Tornado V2. However, it's not as smooth, but the speed is definitely there. Now, which has a better feel in my opinion? Well, for me, the point is going to the Tornado V2. Although at times it is very unstable, it's really smooth, and it requires less effort to turn than the WRM. For me, the WRM, although it is fast and smooth, it requires a bit more effort, and it's lacking that really smooth feeling that the Tornado has. And the Tornado V2 takes the lead 2-1. Now, which cube's performance is better? Let's start out with corner cutting. The Tornado V2 cuts in most areas, however the reverse corner cutting isn't that good, which contributes to some of its lockups and catches. However, if you have accurate turning, this can be really good. But if you don't have as accurate turning, the corner cut can't compensate for it. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Tornado V2's corner cutting. Now, as for the WRM, it corner cuts in pretty much every area. The corner cutting is really nice. So the corner cutting, in my opinion, is much better than the Tornado's. It also has much less catches and lockups, so in my opinion, the performance of the WRM is better than the Tornado's. So, you know what that means. We're all tied up here, 2-2. Now, although the feeling of one cube is better, but the performance is better on the other cube, there's only one real way we can test the performance of these cubes. So what I did is I did an average of 5 on both of these cubes, and to commentate these solves, I brought on 2 friends of the channel, Blue KTK and Gray KTK. So please welcome our commentators on for today. Hey guys, it's Blue KTK. I'm so happy to be back on the channel. Hey guys, I'm Gray KTK. Let's get into the match. So, starting off on the first solve, it looks like they're both going for a white cross. Great F2L so far, but a couple of pauses from Tornado V2 KTK. And WRM KTK is gonna get a 795 with an R perm to finish it off. Not a bad solve at all. And Tornado KTK will get a J perm to finish it off in an 874. Not a bad start for either of the contestants. Let's get into the next solve. WRM KTK has a little bit of a head start. Good F2L so far, but a couple unnecessary rotations from Tornado KTK. And now it's not looking good for WRM KTK. Messing up the OLL and then locking up on the E perm. And Tornado KTK has a better solve this time with an 8.64. Again, they're both going for a white cross. Seems like a pretty average solve so far. And Tornado KTK missing a very easy walnut glass layer. But WRM KTK goes straight for the ZBLL. A very close solve with Tornado KTK getting a 7.98 and WRM KTK getting a 7.87. And a pretty normal start for this solve. And some nice pseudo slotting from WRM KTK. And Tornado KTK finishing it off with a very interesting one-look glass layer to finish it with an 8.23. Alright, this is it folks. This is the solve to seal the deal. And Tornado KTK with so many pauses. What is he doing? What is this last layer? It's so bad. Hey, I'm Carter Kid. I've been your host today. Please give our calculators a moment to calculate these averages. And the winner is the WRM 2021. Now the WRM I got an 8.43 average on, and on the Tornado V2 I got an 8.53, so the WRM is going to win in my opinion for this comparison. However, you can't really judge your opinions off of a 0.1 difference, so if I were to suggest which of these cubes to get, if you can, I would suggest to get both. Both of these cubes are really solid, and they're both really cheap for being flagship puzzles and having these awesome customization features. However, if you're going to get the Tornado V2, I suggest you get the Cuber's home one since it's much more stable. So yeah, in my opinion, you can't really go wrong if you go for either of these puzzles. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry that this video was so long, but it took a really long time to make. So if you decide to get either of these cubes and want to support my channel and the content that I make, you can use code KTK at thecubicle.com to support my channel and get an awesome discount. If you made it up to this part in the video, thank you so much for watching until the end. This shows me you're a real supporter of the channel. If you did make it up to this part in the video, make sure to leave a comment and also comment, "There's a worm in my tomato." Thank you guys again so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.